emphasize to people that this is a very important point. If we don't solve the deficit, there won't be money for medical care. There won't be money for Social Security. We either solve the deficit or all we'll be doing is paying debt. So it's got to be solved, or there's no medical care, there's no Social Security, there's no nothing. It's got to be solved. It's not optional. America will go bankrupt if this is not done. That's why I'm here.
You see, at first, when someone says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports, it looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works, but only for a short time. What eventually occurs is, first, homegrown industries start relying on government protection in the form of high tariffs. They stop competing and stop making the innovative management and technological changes they need to succeed in world markets. And then, while all this is going on, something even worse occurs. High tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars. The result is more and more tariffs, higher and higher trade barriers, and less competition. So soon, because of the prices made artificially high by tariffs that subsidize inefficiency and poor management, people stop buying. Then the worst happens. Markets shrink and collapse, businesses and industries shut down, and millions of people lose their jobs. The memory of all this occurring back in the 30s made me determined when I came to Washington to spare the American people the protectionist legislation that destroys prosperity.
News from Wall Street right now, the markets just closed, clocking in their worst day of the year. The Dow Jones falling nearly 1,000 points. Today was the worst day for the NASDAQ since 2022, and the S&P fell about 3%. The Wall Street slide here, driven by uncertainty about tariffs and where the economy is going. All this coming in the wake of President Trump's recent back and forth on tariffs with Canada, Mexico, and China. The president also non-committal on the possibility that his policies could lead us into a recession.
Financial markets today roiled by Donald Trump and the chaos he has unleashed on the American economy. The Dow is down more than 2%, around 900 points today, after Trump, in an interview on Fox News, refused to rule out a recession. Watch those comments.
Are you expecting a recession this year?
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big. We're bringing wealth back to America. That's a big thing. And there are always periods of, it takes a little time. It takes a little time. But I think it should be great for us. I mean, I think it should be great.
Should be great. Markets didn't think so, clearly disagreeing with that. Spooked by what Trump called there a, quote, period of transition. All major stock indices are now below the levels they were when Donald Trump was inaugurated. That may be one reason why in that Fox interview, Trump said this, quote, "You can't really watch the stock market," end quote. A sudden about-face from the kinds of things he said during his first term, when markets were his most favorite metric. Today's sell-off and investor concerns are focused around one thing, that Trump's policies, which often come with sudden and surprising reversals, is sending the economy into a recession. New York Times reports this, quote, "President Trump inherited an economy that was, by most conventional measures, firing on all cylinders. Wages, consumer spending, corporate profits were rising. Unemployment was low. The inflation rate, though higher than normal, was falling. Just weeks into Trump's term, the outlook is gloomier. The sudden deterioration in the outlook is striking, especially because it is almost entirely a result of Trump's policies and the resulting uncertainty. Tariffs and the inevitable retaliation from trading partners will increase prices and slow down growth. Federal jobs cuts will push up unemployment and could lead government employees and contractors to pull back on spending while they wait to learn their fate. Deportations could drive up costs for industries like construction and hospitality that depend on immigrant labor.
Economic collapse. Trade wars have begun and the stock market's already plummeting. You might want to share and repost this one because most people have no clue how fast things unravel when the system collapses. The moment the system crashes, credit cards, debit cards, crypto, and online banking will be useless. Banks will shut down, ATMs will be empty, and people will be in shock. Cash might still work, but only temporarily. The first wave of panic buying begins. Most people will still cling to hope that the economy will bounce back. Stores may continue accepting cash, but inflation will skyrocket. What little is left on the shelf will cost 10 times more than what it does now. Gold and silver will be accepted, but only while supplies last. Once goods start running out, money won't matter anymore. The economy will be in total collapse. Banks won't reopen, the government won't be able to stabilize the market, and cash will be worthless as toilet paper. Even gold and silver will lose value because when there's no food, precious metals can't feed you. Bartering will take over as the new economy. So what becomes currency when traditional money fails? Things like alcohol and tobacco, medicine and medical supplies, salt and sugar, hygiene and sanitation goods. After a collapse, your bank account isn't going to save you. What you physically have in your possession is all that's going to matter.
Hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom, Shalom. Alright, this is your brother Yahawah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Coming with another lesson through the Spirit. The Lord willing to be edifying to the Lord's elect. Alright, a quick in transit on the way to the plantation, man. Alright. And, you know, you see what this is about to be, man. So before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem HAITIANS. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith. It's like that. That's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. Alright? And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. You Israelite foreigners out there, alright, who live among the heathen and look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all, Barakatham. Alright? And, you know, we're on the eve of the Passover. You know what I'm saying? Alright, heavy times that, you know, that we in, man. And also, you need to have a heavy spirit, you know, upon you. You know what I'm saying? All right, very sober. All right, very serious. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely not the time for playing around. This is definitely not the time for mirth and partying and bullshit. All right, get your house in order. All right, get your house in order, man, because America is a glass house. As you can see on the screen, America is a glass house. All right, and your boy DJ Trump, he's standing outside. You know what I'm saying? Metaphorically, he's standing outside with a baseball bat. You know what I'm saying? Ready to tear this bitch down, man. See what I'm saying? About to tear this bitch down. This place is about to go. All right. This place is about to go. Lord willing, this is the last Passover that we you know, we keep on this side before the Lord comes. You see what I'm saying? Because it's about to get real out here in the field, man. All right, it's about to get real out here in the field. You know, people think that their money is going to be able to save them, but what the scriptures tell us? All right, in Ezekiel the 7th chapter. All right, is that money, their gold and their silver will not save them, will not be able to save them in the time of the Lord's wrath, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to cast their silver and their gold in the streets, because after a certain point, like I said before, after a certain point, bartering can only take you but so far. Gold and silver can only take you but so far. All right. That's why we, the men of the Lord, all right, of Great Millstone, you know what I'm saying, beginning with our apostles and elders on down, you know what I'm saying, we tell you there's no amount of prepping that you can do to prepare for this. There's no amount of prepping that you can prepare for this. You see what I'm saying? This situation. All right. When this economy finally cracks, when it finally breaks, all right, everything is going to go tumbling down like a house of cards, man, or a glass house. You see what I'm saying? Everything. All right, the financial markets, the retail markets, you know what I'm saying, the stock markets, everything, man. All right, everything from housing markets. Everything's going to stop. Everything's going to be, it's going to go into a full-blown free fall. Okay? And all these nations, now we see it. All right? Now we see it, you know what I'm saying? Obadiah chapter 1, verse 7. Now we see, you know, the situation, the things that's prophesied, all right, all throughout the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, you know what I'm saying? You know, send arrows, you know, bend the arrows towards Babylon, man. You know what I'm saying? Now we can see why all these nations are going to turn on this whore, man. Revelation 17 and 16. Now we see it. Because the one thing that keeps America relevant in any capacity is this dollar, man. That's the only thing that keeps this place relevant. And it's about to go. All right? And it's about to go in crazy fashion, in dramatic fashion. You know what I'm saying? It's all about to fall apart, man. That's why we saw Warren Buffett selling you know, hundreds of billions of dollars in stocks. This is why we saw Ted Cruz selling billions of dollars, you know what I'm saying, in stock. All right, from Bank of America and all these different institutions. You see? Now we're seeing it. Now we're seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew, no matter who got in that Oval Office, they knew that the agenda was going to remain the same. They knew this. All right, they knew. As a matter of fact, they knew who was going to be in there. All right, because they select them before there's ever an election anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Which we've been telling y'all. All right, it doesn't matter what wing you trying to identify as. You know what I'm saying? You want to try to identify as the left wing or the right wing. You know what I'm saying? It's irrelevant. All right, it's irrelevant. The goal is always the same. All right, and prophecy will continue to play out regardless of how you feel. All right, of the things that you want. You see what I'm saying? You thinking that you're gonna go on that nice long vacation. You're gonna go and you're gonna make a life here. You know what I'm saying? A better life for your children. You know, you're gonna become successful in that business and all that stuff, man. No. Now is definitely the time to get your house in order, man. All right? Get your house in order. Isaiah the 55th chapter tells you straight up, man. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. And how do you seek the Lord? You seek him through his conduits. You see what I'm saying? You seek him through his men. You seek him through his prophets, man. All right? The prophets are here for a short time. That's why it says while he may be found. When the prophets are no longer here, that's the end of the road, man. It's the end of the road, Jack. You see? Ain't no coming back, man. We're at the point, all right, the precipice. We're standing at the precipice, man, and we are at the point of no return. You see what I'm saying? There's no going back from this. All these tariffs and whatnot, okay? And he is set, this dude Trump is set here for this mission. And he's performing this mission, you know what I'm saying, beautifully. Beautifully. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, expect prices, prepare for prices to shoot through the roof. All right? You thought that a trip to Giant or a trip to Walmart or a trip to Wegmans was daunting. You thought that you know, trying to browse Amazon was going to ease your pain. No. Oh no, man. It's about to get hella crazy out here. See what I'm saying? When these people can't go into their bank accounts, all right? When they can't go into their bank accounts and they can't get their money out of their banks, you know what I'm saying? They can't go and get their 401ks. I was listening to Richie from Boston yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, you know this thing is playing out, man. This thing is playing out. We are in the season of the Passover. All right, for a whole week, we're going to be observing this Passover, this ceremony. Listen, man, listen. Do not partake of this Passover unwillingly. Unworthily. Salaki. Do not participate in this Passover unworthily. Get yourself together, man. All right, get your mind right before you even dive in. See, get your mind right. This is not about how much how much you know in the faith or anything like that. You see what I'm saying? If your spirit's not there, you see what I'm saying? If your spirit is not right, you're gonna miss the mark, man. You're gonna miss it. All right, Salaki. All right, come. Yeah. So if you're participating in this thing, you know what I'm saying, unworthily, all right, you can end up bringing a curse on you, man. You know what I'm saying? You can end up bringing a curse on you if you're not careful. All right, and understand how we keep the fast, how we keep the ceremony, not the fast, but the ceremony. All right, we eat the lamb. You know what I'm saying? We take the bitter herbs. We drink the wine. Okay. But you gotta keep in mind that this is to remind us. All right, this is to remind us of our true sacrifice. This is to remind us of the fearsome power of our Lord. You see what I'm saying? Of our Heavenly Father. All right. And the world is about to be reminded, like the scriptures say, how's it go? Let them know thee as we have known thee. You know what I'm saying? Let your power be known, man. And the Lord is about to let his power be known. And the world is going to witness. All right? I'm in the same spirit as the priest Mahalaya. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to his lesson yesterday, right? And I feel the same way. I feel the same way. This is a different Passover, man. Like, this one feels different, right? This one feels different. We about to have a blood moon on this Passover night, and hey, man, we're expecting some big things to happen. All right, either during the Passover or soon after. Hey, man, just keep your wits about you. All right, keep your wits about you. Remain spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Walk in the spirit. Remain circumspect. Keep watch out here, man. All right? Keep watch out here. So, hey, man, when all hell breaks loose, it's go time. You know what I'm saying? It's go time. Because like I said, America is that glass house. All right? And your boy Trump, he's got the baseball bat standing outside, ready to tear it down, man. All right. So, hey, man, these elites have always known what this was about. You know what I'm saying? And the average person has no clue of what's going down. And as it says in the book of First Thessalonians chapter 5, right? First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse. Let me see. I think it's verse 2. That day shall come as a thief in the night, man. It's going to come as a thief in the night. To all the people who's been bullshit, man. Who thought that Trump was their ally. Who thought that Trump was for them to make this place great again and all that stuff, man. What do you think? What do you think that second Esdras, all right, the 15th chapter and the 15th verse on down is talking about? What do you think it's talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? Where it says that there shall be a sedition among men and invading one another, all right, and they will not regard their kings nor princes, and of course their actions shall stand in their power. What do you think that's about, man? It's about a people, all right? It's about people who have lost confidence in their government. You know what I'm saying? They have lost confidence in their government, man. And we're seeing that. We're seeing that right now. Right? So prepare for the sparks to fly, man. Alright, this has been your brother's call, Allah. I made it to my destination. Alright, I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Close, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, YAHAWADAH. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I've grown in this truth under. Alright, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect.